Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss the remaining questions of the textbook, that is the drill time that we have left in the last class. And moreover, we are going to do few of the questions from the workbook also, from the chapter pattern. So today, students, be ready with your textbook and the workbook. Both will be needed today. And in the last class, we have discussed few of the questions. That is the beginning of the drill time. So we have discussed. Now today we are going to discuss the remaining two questions from the textbook, that is drill time, question number 6, and workbook portion. Let's see how much we can complete within today's class. Fine. So students, if you see the page number 34, take our page number 34. In page number 34 of the textbook, the drill time question number 6 is given. Now question number 6, let us read the question first. It is given, number A, Afzal has rupees 1000 with him. He spends some amount while traveling to school every day. Now at the beginning, he had how much rupees? He had 1000 rupees. So that means we can say in the beginning, he had 1000 rupees with him. Now he spent some amount every day. Now at the end of the day 1, he has 965 rupees. That means in the first day, he has 1000 rupees. Now at the end of the day 1, he spends some of the money, and now he has how much remaining? He has 965 rupees he has remaining. Now in the second day, at the day of the day 2, day 3, day 4. So continuously, if you see, they have given that he has how much money left? Say 930, then after that 895, and say then 860. Fine. So continuously you can see that the money has been spent, and if it is a pattern, we will check whether it is a pattern or not, but you can see it is decreasing. Fine. Now we need to find out that after 860, that means on the day 5, so that is, you can say at the day end of the first day it is 965, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Now at day 5, how much he will have at last? So if we see, is it maintaining a pattern, students? So let us check. 1000 minus 965, we will get, say 35 we will get. Now 960, now if it is 35, let us see 965 minus 930, how much it will come? It will again come 35. Similarly 930 minus 895, it will also give you 35, and 895 minus 860, it will again give you 35. So we can see it is following a pattern actually, and the pattern is like that every time, every day he is spending how much rupees? 35 rupees he is spending. So that means at the end day 5, at the end of the day 5, what should be coming here? That will be 860 minus, if you subtract 35, that means every time we are subtracting 35. So that means we can say that if we subtract 860 minus 35, that will be the 5th day remaining. So if you subtract 10 minus 5, it is 5. Then it will be 5 minus 3 is 2, and then it will be 8. So that means how much amount it will be left? It will be 825 rupees. It will be left on the day at the end of the day 5, student. So you can say 860 minus 825 if you do, then also you will get 35 rupees. So that means what is the answer? So if you do it, so it will be 860 minus 35, it will be 825. So we will write that how much money will Afzal have at the end of the day 5? So at the end of day 5, he will have rupees 825. So this will be the answer for the question number 6A. So this will be question number 6A. So students, whenever you are writing the answer, you have to write in copy, and if you want to pause the video, and pause, and after that you can write down the answers. Fine. So that is number A. Now let us go for number B. Now let us see number B. It is the jasmine creeper in Sarita's garden had 5 flowers on Monday, then 10 flowers on Tuesday, 20 flowers on Wednesday, and so on. So if you see, it will be like on Monday how much it was? On Monday it was 5. Then on Tuesday it was 10. Then on Wednesday it was 20. Then it is continuously going on like this. Now how many flowers would bloom on the jasmine creeper on Sunday? So it will be like, it will come, Thursday will come, then Friday will come, then Saturday, and finally Sunday will come. So we need to find out how many flowers will be on the day of Sunday. So if you see the pattern, students, how it is going on. If you can relate this one, say this is 5 2s are 10. Then if you say 5 4s are 20. So if you students see that how it is going on, if you say that Monday it was 5, Tuesday it was you can say 10 flowers, then Wednesday it is 20. So if you see the pattern, how it is going on, if you see, it will be, say here it reach like this, 5 2s are 10. Then here it is reached 10 2s are 20. That means every time it is making double, twice. Okay, 2 times. So here it will be on Thursday 20 into 2. So it will be how much? It will be 40 on Thursday. Then again on Friday it will be 40 into 2. That will be 80. Then on Saturday it will be 80 into 2. That will be how much? 160. And finally on Sunday it will be 160 into 2, and that will be how much? 320. So if you see the pattern, students, it is going like this: 5 into 10, 5 into 2 10, then 10 into 2 20, then you can say 20 into 2 40, then 40 into 2 it is 80, then 80 into 2 160, and finally 160 into 2 it will be 320. Fine. So students, you can note down this one in your copy. Then this will give you exactly how many flowers will be on the jasmine creeper on Sunday. That will be 320 flower would bloom. So we can write a last line. So you can pause the video and write down this one. And at last we will write one more sentence. That so we will write, so on Sunday there will be 320 flowers. So that is the final answer. Fine. But student, do not only write this line, you have to write down the complete explanation also. Fine. So students, we have completed the textbook portion with the drill time also. Now we will go for the workbook. Now students, please take out the workbook and take out page number 17. Page number 17, patterns workbook. So let us go ahead with this. Now here students, if you see first questions, I will write down the question answer here. Question number 1, multiple choice questions are there. Question number 1, this is from the I recall part. That is number 1, which of the following letters is symmetrical? Out of this F, D, R and Q, which one is symmetrical? So students, of course the letter D is symmetrical. That is option number, question number 1, that will be option B. And which letter? Letter D is symmetrical. Question number 2, the letter dash is symmetrical among the given letter. Again the same question. So here you can say question of answer option number B, that is letter C, because D we can divide like this, that is the line of symmetry of D will be like this, and similarly for C also we can draw the line of symmetry like this, so we can divide it in two halves. Number 3, the letter H has dash line of symmetry. Now students, H, if you see H, we can have like this also, that is horizontal and vertical also. So how many line of symmetry the letter H will have? 2. So that means option A, that means how many line of symmetry it will be? 2 line of symmetry. Fine. Okay, now come to the 2.1, that is I remember and understand. Multiple choice questions again. Number 4, the anti-clockwise 1/4 turn of the given shape is. Now students, one shape has been drawn there, and you need to find out that what will be the shape, what it will look like if it takes a 1/4 turn or 1/4 turn. 1/4 turn means students 90-degree turn. So suppose this is the figure, you can say have been drawn like this. It was the initial figure. So if it takes 1 by 4 turn and it is written anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means clockwise will be like this. Anti-clockwise will be like this. So like towards your left hand side, if you move, that means in, you can say 1 by 4 turn, then it will look like this. So after taking 1 by 4 turn. Now students, you can see which option is matching with this. That is option number B. So question number 4, the option number B is the correct answer. Fine. Okay. Now let us go for the next question. That is question number 5. Turn the page, students. Page number 18. Number 5. The shape that looks the same after 1 by 4 turn and 1 by 2 turn. So of course students, the answer will be option number A, circle. Because a circle, if you turn it in 1 by 4 turn or 1 by 2 turn, that is quarter turn or half turn, it will be looking like same. So answer will be option number A. Number 6. The next step in the given pattern. Now if you see the pattern, students, the triangle is given. Now if you see like this, the triangle, there is a circle in the corner. Now that circle, actually if you think this is the figure, first the circle has shifted to this corner, then the circle has shifted to this corner, so and finally the circle has shifted to again. So you can see the corners are changing, first this, then this, then this, and again it came back. So in the next figure, where it will come? It will come again in the same place. That means where the second one will be repeated again in the next step. So that means you can say option number, you can say, if you see that which option will be correct? Option number C will be correct. That is option number C. So you can write down option number C here. Okay. Now next, number 7, fill in the blanks. Now fill in the blanks, students. Let us check that. Number 7. The line that divides a shape into symmetrical halves is called the, of course it will be line of symmetry. The answer will be line of symmetry, because a line of symmetry divides any figure into two identical half or equal half. Then turning a shape in the clockwise direction is called, so number 8, it will be called rotation. It will be called rotation. If it rotates it clockwise also or anti-clockwise also, it will be called rotation only. Number 9. If a quarter turn is 90-degree rotation, then a 1/3 turn is, now that already I have explained to you properly, student, with a list, that quarter turn means 90 degree and 1 by 2 turn means how much? 1 by 2 turn, if it is 180 degree. So what is 1/3 turn? That is 1 by 3. I said already it will be 120 degree. So 1/3 turn means 120 degree. So that will be the answer of number 9. Fine. Okay. Now let us go for number 10. Question number 10. Identify the turn that shape takes in the following pattern. Draw the next shape. Now what kind of turn it is taking, students? If you see, the first figure was like this, the initial figure. The next figure, it is you can say like this. Then again it is like this. Now students, if you have seen that it is moving in clockwise or anti-clockwise, actually it is moving anti-clockwise. First like this, then it's moved like this, so it was standing. Then again it moved like in this way, and then it reached here. So that means it is moving in an anti-clockwise, not towards the clockwise, it is anti-clockwise. So after this turn, what will be the next turn? Next, it will be like this. This will be the shape. That means you can say, and how much turn it is taking, students? It is taking 1 by 4 turn or 90 degree turn, actually taking like this. So 1 by 4 turn or 90 degree turn it is taking. So that is question number 10. You can write down this answer here only, because solution space is already given. Now question number 11. Question number 11. if you see, it is draw how the given image looks when it is turned through 1 by 2. Now students, the figure is something like this. Now you have to show that how it will look like if it takes a 1 by 2 turn. Now 1 by 2 turn, students, if it takes say half turn, so the bottom part will come up. So that means you can say it will be something like this. That means the bottom part will go up and the top part will come to the bottom. So it will look like this in the figure. That is number 11. Number 12, draw how the given letter looks when it is turned through 1 by 3 of a turn in the clockwise. Now it's a letter F, you can say. Now if it takes 1 by 3 turn, now students always remember, if this figure is like this, 1 by 3 turns means it will turn in this way. So that means the letter F will also turn in this way if it turns 1 by 3 turn, that is 1/3 turn. Fine, that is 120 degree. So this will be the figure. So you can draw it there, space is already given. Okay, now question number 13. Question number 13, students, it is show how the given shape looks when it is turned through 1 by 2 turn and 1 by 4 turn. Now students, if you see the figure properly, what kind of figure it is? It is a square. Now square, students, square and circle. If you turn it in any, you can say 1 by 2 turn or 1 by 4 turn, it will look like the same only. After 1 by 2 turn also it will be like this, and after 1 by 4 turn also, that means half turn or quarter turn if it takes, it will look like same. So we can say it will look like same. So you can draw two pictures and that will be 1 by 2 turn and 1 by 4 turn. But you can write down the word also, it will look like same after having these turns. Okay. Now students, question number 14. So that will be the end of the short answer question. Question number 14 is, question number 14, draw the next two shapes for the following figure when it is turned through 1 by 4 turn in the clockwise direction. So the first, let us draw the figure. This is the figure drawn. So if we have to draw it in clockwise, so it will move towards this side. First we have to turn it in 1 by 4 turn. So this corner will come here. That means we can say it will look like this in first turn, that is first 1 by 4 turn. Then the next turn, if again it takes a 1 by 4 turn, then this corner will come down. So that means it will look like this now. Fine. So that means you can say these two will be the turn accordingly. That means in order. First this and second this. So you have to draw in order. First you have to draw this figure, then after that draw this figure. If it takes 1 by 4 turn, and that will be clockwise. It is moving clockwise now. Fine. So students, then long answer question now starts. Long answer question, if you see in the page number 20, question number 15. In question number 15, let us see that. Question number 15, take the required number of 1 by 4 turns of the given figure so that it gets back to its original position. Draw the shapes for each turn. Now we have to turn it in 1 by 4 turn. That means 1 by 4 rotation we have to make, so that it will come back in the original position. Now say suppose this is the original figure, students. Okay, I am simply drawing the figure like this. Say suppose this is the original figure or original shape. They have not mentioned clockwise or anti-clockwise, so I will rotate it in clockwise only. Fine. So if I take 1 by 4 turn now, here, that this arrow will go up. This will be the figure. After that again I have to take 1 by 4 turn, then this arrow will come here on this side. Fine. Then again I will take 1 by 4 turn, then this arrow will go where? It will go down. Fine. And finally again 1 by 4 turn if I takes, then it will come into the original position. Now you can see, student, this position and this shape and this shape, they are same. That means it has completed few rotations and it came back to its original shape. Now how many turn it has taken? If you count, this is the original one. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So after 4 turns, that means you can say after 4 turns, this figure came back to its original position. And why it is coming in the original position after 4 turns, students? It's very easy. It is taking 90-degree turn in each rotation. So 90-degree, if it takes 4 times, 90 into 4, it will be 360-degree. 360-degree means it's 1 turn. 1 turn means it is coming back again to the original position. That's why. Fine. So that is the question number 15. Now question number 16 is there, students. Now question number 16, 17, 18 and then after that 19 and 20 is there. So students, we will do one thing. We will wind up here today. Now question number from 16 we will start in the next class. Fine. One more thing, students, I will tell you. I will give you homework, and that homework will be, you can come to page number 22 and 23. That is question number 19 and 20. I will write down and I will send you the homework, don't worry. But remember one thing, we have completed till question number 15 today. So we will start with question number 16 on the next class. Next class means on Thursday. Fine. Now students, one thing I just wanted to share here. Whatever you want to copy, you can pause the video and you can write down, that I already said. One more thing I want to say, that on this Thursday I am going to take a chapter test from the first chapter, that is shapes. Now students, what you are going to do is, you no need to download anything, you no need to go to any app and all. I will share a link in the WhatsApp. The link you have to click on the exact time when I will write down. The time I will tell you. Date I already said, it will be on 4th of June, that is Thursday. So whenever you have to, the time is mentioned, on that exact time you have to click to on the link, and you will get some questions. You need to fill up first your name, roll number, and after that you can start. All the questions will be MCQ, and there will be 10 questions and 10 minutes will be given. Fine. And immediately after say 10 minutes, the exam will be over. You cannot be able, you will not be able to submit any answer after that. So students, be careful. Within 10 minutes only you have to start, not before time and not after the time also. Within that time only you have to complete. 10 minutes will be given maximum. And immediately after the exam, you can see your score there only. So no need to you can say wait for me to say the result. You can check your result, because after submission you can see your score, view your score. It will come like that. So if you click there, you can see that out of 10 how much you got. Fine. So that will be on Thursday. But Thursday, students, it's not like that we will not have our classes, because we have to complete the workbook. More questions are there. So we will start with the normal class, like this explanation, for 20 minutes, and after that I will give you the link, and then you can start your exam after our normal class. Say you can say if our class is on at say, so by 10 o'clock we will complete this discussion, and at 10 o'clock exactly you can do one thing, you can start. So I will tell you the time, don't worry about that. Okay, so that is the information that I wanted to share with you. Fine, students. And students, you please do one thing. You have to download the Zoom app now, because we are going to do some live online class. Live class, that means you can say video now, where you can ask few questions to me also. So that will be done hopefully on Saturdays with the Mindsphere class. So that I will tell you the detail how to do and what to do. But before that, you need to do one thing. You need to install the Zoom app for that. Fine. So students, let's wind up here today. In the next class, that is on Thursday, let us meet for the remaining part of the questions of that workbook, and with the chapter test also. Thank you.